Hey Coach, Coach Sam here from Underdog Hoops. So in today's podcast, and if you guys are watching on YouTube, we are going to be going over motivation and confidence. So basically, in day three, um, motivation and confidence. So motivation, what do we do that motivates people? So rewards, punishments, and some parenting styles that apply to coaches as well. So I'll talk you through that. Confidence, trust. Basically, how much can someone trust you? So I want my players to be able to trust me and have a feel good state. So whether that's being just positive and their outlook. Um, you know, I want them to be as confident and as they can to build other people's confidence because that just compounds on itself. So we'll get right into it. So reward. So basically, this is um, positive reinforcement, or it can also be uh, positive or negative reinforcement. So the difference between the two is I'll go over this in like an example. So positive reinforcement, you encourage the behavior and you give a reward. So you you walk in or so basically I encourage my players to take a charge, and if they do, then they get a box of pizza. So that is a positive reinforcement. They know that they're going to get pizza if they take a charge. So, also, there is a negative reinforcement or reward. So, a negative reinforcement would be, or a, yeah, negative reinforcement would be that you are negatively impacting him, but reinforcing the behavior. So, basically, you are saying, this is the best way I could explain it. Your kid is crying in the candy store because he wants a candy and you said no, and he has a temper tantrum, and so you get him the candy. That is the best way I could explain that one. Um, and uh, that is negative reinforcement. So, you don't really want to do that. The best one is positive reinforcement, reinforcing good behaviors. And, I've learned that over the years in many of my different psychology classes that I've taken. So, negative punishment discourages behavior and takes away something. So, um, this one, you know, you want to discourage turnovers and then you make them run if they turn the ball over. So this is, negatively impacting them. Um, they don't want to run and they don't want to turn over the ball. Um, and then positive punishment would be an example of that would be like you have a basketball court on in your house, and then you see your neighbors are playing on your basketball court, but you really don't want them to play on it, but you give them $5 to play, and then they keep on coming back because you give them $1 or $5 or whatever, and then you say, "Oh, I don't have any money anymore. Do you guys still want to play?" And that's how my psychology teacher explained it to us. With instead of basketball, it was football, playing on his grass. So that was kind of how they explained that. And that's how I wanted to explain it to you guys. Um, Okay, now we're going to get into parenting styles. So, I can kind of tell after a while. I mean, I'm not an expert at this, but I know what, authoritarian, authoritative, permissive, and uninvolved are. So, you know, the authoritarian is a strict, high expectation, high supervision. So they are like the hover of their child. So they hover around their child. They don't let them do a whole lot of things. They are just very strict and want them to do very well in school. Um, and that can hurt some people. That can hurt some of your kids' confidence, and they don't want to be treated like that. So the next one is authoritative, which is nurturing, disciplined, guidance, and communication. So this, as you can see, is obviously one of the best parenting styles. And you can have two parents that are two different parenting styles. You could have one that's uninvolved and one that's authoritarian. So, it's very kind of good to get a gauge on the parents, as well as you as a coach can be the authoritative person, and you can be there for your kids. You can discipline them as far as basketball, and you can guide them and communicate with them. So, that's the the best one is authoritative parents or authoritative coaches. Permissive is nurturing, like a friend role. So they let them do whatever they want, and they are basically their friend. And yeah, being your kid's friend, that doesn't get it done usually. So the uninvolved is detached and inconsistent. So they don't show up to important things that their kid wants them to, or whatever. That's a detached and inconsistent parent. I these four are the main ones. I've obviously the authoritative parents are doing the best probably to get the most out of their kids. There's a lot of different things that go into these. So if you guys look them up, you guys can check them out. But these are just vague descriptions of what they are. And you can obviously, if you need more psychological or psychology personnel, I would seek higher. I would go and seek that. I am not a psychologist. I just have studied a little bit of psychology, so I know a little bit about this. But I would not call myself a psychologist, so I am not that. So confidence. We finally get into confidence. So it is a support. So your trust, leadership, and development. So you want your kids to trust you. They have the the trust that you will get the job done and put them in the right position to score, position to win, that kind of stuff. Your leadership, and their leadership as well. So, you know, putting them in a spot where they can be leaders and lead their group, and also development. So they are supported by your developing them in their skills. So if they know that they are seeing an improvement, they will have trust and they will be able to uh, see that and see that you're helping them get better. So they seek the help because they trust you. That's one of the very important things. Built about building trust with high school athletes. You want to be able to have them trust you, and you want them to be in that feel good state where they can feel as confident as they can, as as confident as they can be. All right. So that is it for today. If you guys are interested in joining our band, it's the band app, so you can download it in the App Store, and it's the Underdog Hoops invite QR code right here, and join the community. You can create your own band, manage your team, schedule posts in advance, and upload files, use the calendar, and it's all for free. So it's a great resource for coaches who want to just have communication tool with parents, coaches, your kids, athletes, anybody. So go check it out, and I will see you guys in the next video. We'll see you guys later.